Hello everybody, and welcome to Wounded Healer Tarot. My name is James, and I'm going to be doing your reading today. This particular reading is for the sign of Aries, and it's a general love reading. Now to hop right in. Alright, so we have the Hierophant here, first card out, the strongest energy. I feel like you and this individual have a very deep, spiritual connection. It's something that's very effortless, and it's something that you've really built over time. It started out, it's like you did it the right way this time. You're learning from past mistakes. You started out here building a friendship, and it's grown so much deeper than probably either of you even expected here. Now we have the King of Swords here, which it gives me the vibe of, he's climbing a very tall mountain, and he looks like, he's kind of got he's got a lot going on there, right? He's climbing the mountain. He's got a eagle up there landed on his arm, and he's also got the bow and arrows, right? Now, firstly, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Queen of Swords. So again, you and this individual, this is a sort of divine connection here, divine coupling, if you will. And then, under that Queen of Swords there, we have the Two of Cups, which again speaks to, a spiritual connection of sorts. Now, here I feel like, it, in particular, in your situation here, I want to say that, the King of Swords is really speaking to your ability to multitask here. I feel like you're dealing with a lot more than just this connection, right? I feel like you could be very busy. You could have a lot going on in your life at this time. You could even be making a lot of great strides, a lot of progress in your life, and this connection is a part of it. I feel like this connection will evolve with you, with your life. Now, with the Seven of Wands here, I definitely get the vibe that there's still a little caution, right? I definitely feel like, you're still feeling very is this really what I think it is? Are my thoughts fooling me? Are my feelings valid? Am I feeling too much too quickly? Which, as an Aries, let me tell you how quick those feelings come upon you, but they also have a habit of leaving just as quickly. So, I feel like here you're being more conscious, you're being more aware, and you're not trying to move too quickly. You're giving things time to grow. And then, with Temperance here, I feel like you're finding a balance in your life, with that King of Swords energy, right? I feel like you're finding a balance in your life. You could be coming out of a very dark time and just starting to really, feel better, see the light, right? And that could, honestly, I get the vibe that definitely has a decent bit to do with this particular connection, because next up we have the Hanged Man. Now, you could take this literally with the imagery. You could definitely have started doing something like yoga. You could have started a sort of spiritual practice which would track with that Hierophant card. You could be, this connection could have you more curious and diving deeper into spirituality in general. But, also I get this as a changed perspective here when it comes to connections, when it comes to even romantic relationships in particular, because I feel like you're finally starting to let your guard down. I feel like you're finally starting to understand that, in order for things to work, sacrifices need to be made. Now with this Page of Pentacles here, I feel like this is you really, you know, taking the time to really be in the moment fully, to stay present in the moment, and, you know, really experience this individual. Now, with the Three of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, I get that, you know, you and this person can end up working together, and you guys will really, like, build this extremely, like, stable life together. I feel like, you know, you guys can really have it all, honestly, if you continue to, you know, do things as you've been doing them. Stay conscious, right? And lastly, for the tarot portion, we have that Eight of Wands. Now, this particular Eight of Wands speaks to me about where you water, it will grow. And, you know, with that, right, it's that whole, like, you know, you're not going to see the grass greener anywhere else, because you see this growth that you have here with this individual, because you're both putting the time and energy into it. And that's what's really going to help things to move along a bit quicker here, and not like super quickly, but, you know, to me, like, things, I get the vibe that things are just going to flow effortlessly, and they're going to continue to do so as long as you both keep putting in the time, the effort, the energy here. Now, for the Oracle, these cards represent, you know, the energies that are currently influencing you when it comes to love. So first up here, we have a coffee cup, representing meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, and building friendship. Which to me, you know, like I was saying before, you know, I feel like you guys are, like, doing it right this time. And instead of just jumping into things like us Aries have a tendency to do. Don't lie, I know. You know, you guys are taking your time. You're getting to really know each other, all aspects of each other, like having those conversations, those tough conversations, especially about, like, you know, past relationships, past connections, and how they've impacted you, you know, the scars they've left, the trauma that you've experienced when it comes to love. And then next up we have talking, representing interested, awaiting messages, text, calls, email, talking more. Yeah, you know, I feel like the closer you guys get, the more you're going to talk, and the more you're going to find yourselves interested in the other. There's definitely going to be a lot of texts, a lot of calls. I don't know if anybody really uses email anymore. I think we're kind of out of those times. But next up here we have love call, representing expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. Yeah, you know, I feel like this individual, like, they're very open about how they feel about you. They're very open about what they want with you. And I feel like that's what is really, you know, in a sense, sort of like cracking you open and helping you to be more open and more expressive about what you see for each other as well in the future. Now, lastly, we have the golden mirror, representing narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. Now, I feel like this could be like the, like, representative of the person you dealt with before this individual, and this could be why, you know, you're in that Seven of Wands energy where you're unsure, right? Because when you experience things like this, right, it's very traumatic, being in a narcissistic relationship, and it affects you in so many ways that most people don't even understand, unless, you know, they go to therapy and they have a professional who's able to articulate, you know, what exactly happened in that situation and how it affected you, and then how to heal from that. But, you know, also down here, a part of the advice here with the Oracle, we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So, you know, I feel like you're staying very conscious of red flags here, especially when it comes to things like narcissism, right? Because the sign of narcissism here, they have, you know, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. I feel like those are things that you're really going to be keeping an eye out for, because you don't want to experience, you know, what you already have gone through again. You're trying to, you know, again, be more conscious and do things right. Now, for the rest of the advice here, the first card we have is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Yeah, you know, I feel like once you like understand, right, exactly what it is you want, then you'll have a clearer vision, you know, for your guys' future here. But first, before you could get there, you have to have that clear in your mind. I already mentioned the pay attention to the red flags, and now lastly we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Yeah, I mean, again, you know, we have the Queen and the King of Swords. We have the Hierophant. Underneath the Queen of Swords, we have that Two of Cups. Like, this is... like, it could almost feel like too good to be true, in a sense. Now, the cards at the bottom of the decks. I already mentioned the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the tarot deck here. And then we have, for the current energies influencing you, we have backstabbing, representing heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, and shocking attack. So, you know, I definitely get the vibe here that this goes along with that, the Golden Mirror card, speaking about, you know, a narcissist. I feel like, you know, there was a lot of unfortunate surprises, so to speak, when it comes to like the last relationship you were in. There was a lot of pain. You know, there could have been, you know, a very sudden separation. You could have found out, you know, that there were all of these lies, and that this person could have even been, you know, speaking about you behind your back while you guys were even together. And that's a part of why, you know, you're in that Seven of Wands energy, feeling kind of cautious, and you're keeping, you know, your eyes open for those red flags, because you really don't want to go through that again. Now, at the bottom of the advice deck, we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Yeah, you know, I feel like once you make up your mind here, and you like accept that your feelings are valid, they're real, and this connection is really worth exploring, you know, I feel like that's when you're going to take action here. You're going to open up, and you're going to tell this individual, you know, how you feel and what you want with them. Because also underneath that, we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. This to me is that, you know, Page of Pentacles energy. And then lastly, this is where I'm going to stop. We have, underneath that, we have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Yeah, you know, I feel like this is something that is going to be really good for you. You just, you know, have to stay conscious and really, you know, pay attention and be there, present in the moment. All right, Aries. So this is the message that I have for you today. And I do hope it serves you well. Be gentle with yourselves, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.